What's up, Mexipino family? Before we start the podcast, I just want to let y'all know about our good sponsors, Tap Tap Send. And at this point, you already know Tap Tap Send is our favorite remittance app that allows you to send money to the Philippines for literally zero fees, man. $1 US, 55 Philippine pesos, boom. You get all of that. Rather, you get to send all of that to your friends and family over in the Philippines. So what I'm going to need y'all to do right now, open up your phone. Go to the App Store. All you got to do is tap send app, tap your country, and send the money that you want to send over to your family and friends. Make sure that they have the app as well. And also, if you use code Mexipino, you will get a $20 credit that gets sent to them, my friends. It's so easy. 20 free US dollars directly to your family and friends over in the Philippines. I'm just saying. Anyways, y'all, we're going to get into this podcast right now with Chase Martinez from the UK. He's a singer-songwriter, and he has a song out called Mr. Suave. We hope you enjoy it. Kamusta na kayo?
Hola, hola, everyone.
What's up, man? Why'd you laugh off of that so quick?
It was good. I loved it.
Oh, okay.
It was great.
Everyone, we have a special guest today. We have Chase Martinez. Chase, say hi to the people.
Yes.
What's up, gang?
What's up, Chase? How are you, bro? How are you?
I'm good. First of all, I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. What the hell?
Yeah, no, of
A
course.
fucking course, bro.
I'm sick.
We'll work on that.
Hey, you know what? Ever since I found out you're from the UK, just know I'm going to let all this UK shit finally off of my chest. I've been waiting to get somebody
From the UK.
to do all this shit.
Yeah.
Nah, hit me, bro. It's okay. Now's the time and place.
Yes,
Well,
I mean,
it's also because, like, we kind of have, like, just, like, we've never really met any of our friends in the UK, have we?
haven't. We
Like,
haven't.
so Nico was huge on Twitch during the pandemic, and obviously it connected so many people and a lot of DJs. And then Nico found out that there's a lot of Filipino DJs in the UK. So
And why wasn't I aware of that?
on Twitch.
On Twitch,
Oh,
yeah.
I
So
see.
Yeah, the online streaming app.
yeah, so then
right.
literally we started like connecting. We're like friends, but we've never met them in person. Wow. And so they would literally just tell us like, oh yeah, this is like lingo, like from the UK, da da da.
man,
And then we're
that's-
just like, okay, we're like, when are we ever gonna use it though?
No, we're using it now.
All right, guys. Hit me. Show me what you got.
All right, first of all, you know in the UK, they don't call McDonald's, they call it Maca.
Is that actually true? Oh, okay.
See? I'm
Wow,
right.
I feel right at home. I'm telling you, I've been here for a few months now. I ain't never heard that for a long time.
Really?
So I'm just like, bro, like keep that energy up.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, I'll probably just let them fly throughout the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to force all this UK-ness that I got going
No,
on.
listen, it's gonna flow to you like naturally. Like it would be so like it would be unexpected for me.
That's
I wouldn't see it coming.
So you said you've been in LA for like a few months now? So you've like permanently moved.
Well, trying to stay here.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the
okay.
goal right now. But yeah, just been in LA for a bit. So
How do you like it, man? Outside of like the craziness that's been happening over the past couple of months. I mean, we've had a hurricane, we've had an earthquake and all that.
Didn't she have like a name or something like Hillary?
Yeah, Hurricane Hillary. I don't know why we named the hurricanes.
Is it her now?
Yeah, yeah.
It's she, her. It's she, her, bro.
She, her.
So we've had like there was Hurricane Irma like a couple years ago. Yeah, there was, but that was like
Question,
in Florida.
is that like a do people just name hurricanes as well as giving them pronouns? Like I don't
know.
that was a serious question.
No, they name them. I think just to keep track of them, and I think that's just like whether
Is
like,
Hillary a name? Like
Yeah, like Hillary Duff.
yeah. So
yeah,
like,
you know what? I saw a music video where she was doing like it was her music video and it was like singing in the rain.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yes.
oh, if it's Hillary, fucking Hurricane. This is what they're talking about.
Yeah,
So
no,
doing a music
literally.
video.
No, it was so funny because then I was like, okay, one random name. Two, it's always random names, but I don't know why they do it. It's just a thing.
I guess it really is to keep track because instead of saying like the hurricane in California, right? Like that could have been anything. But if you say Hurricane Hillary, at least people have like an idea of like, okay, it kind of happened around this time in this place. Like Hurricane Katrina, for example.
Right.
If you're, you know, so
Okay.
I don't know. Do you
New
know about
Orleans.
Hurricane
I mean, I
Katrina?
really heard it from a Vine.
The Hurricane
bro.
Katrina, Hurricane Tortilla.
oh, they're connecting already.
But the only reference I have of that is because of that Vine.
I'm sick.
So you don't even know what Hurricane Katrina is.
I know it's a hurricane.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sick. You know what's funny is that like Hurricane Hillary happened, and I said that Vine. I was like Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla, and Nico was like, "What?" I was like,
Bruh.
How do you not know about that Vine?"
I'm
Like,
old, bro. I'm old.
was-
I'll tell you, when Vine was like a thing, I was on Vine for literally like, I don't know, a month, and I was like, I'm over it.
Oh, damn, for real?
Yes.
Nah, we
No.
need to send them like some compilations of Vines so our jokes can land in you, bro.
Yeah. Then after you're gonna rewatch our own podcast and just be like, "Oh my god, I get it now."
I get the jokes. But if you didn't already know, man, Chase Martinez, singer, songwriter, all the way from the U of K.
UFK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
I don't know. I just be fucking around. Chase, you want to know a fun fact? Jackie actually was the one who killed the queen.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Did you get that?
He's like,
We'll take her in right now. We'll take her in right now.
No, the literal reason he said that was because we were watching. What were we watching?
It was like Bridgerton or something.
Yeah, I think we were watching Bridgerton, and then I started telling him like all these conspiracies about like the royal family and everything, and I was
Okay.
just like, okay, like, and I told him I was like, you know, my mom was like a huge fan of Diana, da da da, and I was like, you know, I'm surprised the queen is still alive, and I said it on a podcast. I think it was like our. Maybe
it was
12th
early. It
episode.
was
Yeah, it was
early.
very early on.
Right.
And I said it on a podcast. I was like, yeah, she's really old. Like, I think she's gonna like kind of croak it soon. And then literally we posted the podcast. 2 days later, she died. And I was like, I think I killed the fucking queen. I was like, oh my god. And the same thing happened with another celebrity. I forgot who we were talking about.
Let's just not even talk about celebrities at
No,
this point because they
literally.
just might.
And then I'm on radio, so I was talking about it. We were talking about that celebrity. 2 days later, the celebrity died. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
You know what? Jackie seems to have a direct access to the universe. So let me just, I hope you don't remember my last name.
No.
It's
Never mind.
Chase something. It's
Yeah,
Chase
Chase
something.
something.
Chase UK. Just say Chase UK. It could be anything.
Chase UK, dude.
You know what? I don't actually know any other Chases in the UK.
Really?
I don't. And then I came here. They're like, the bank.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm like,
that's
the
hilarious.
what are you talking about?
Because they don't even have a Chase Bank over there.
We don't. No.
That's so funny. I feel like that's just like a completely like different world too in the UK.
I want to know because you've been here for 3 months. What's like been the culture shock from you living in the UK to Los Angeles? What's just been like that aside from Chase Bank? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the service of it, my guy. I want to say, you know what? Me and my queer Charlie, we have this debate nearly at least 2-3 times a week. Your food, bruh, it's a never-ending thing for me because like, oh, I try something new. There's always something new, and then the next time there's always something new. It almost never ends, and it's frightening for me the amount of options that you guys have. Don't get me wrong, it's great. But then if I wanted to, bro, like I can keep exploring, and I look one day in the mirror and I will not recognize myself.
I was like, how old are you right now?
I'm 26.
26. Oh, okay, we're pretty close in age. I'm gonna be
damn.
25 this year.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So
I was about to say, bro, you look good for 26. Like when I was 26,
you.
my stomach was already peeking in, and I'm just like, man, like
Bro, thank you.
you got the genes, bro. You got the genes.
So what's like the food that you didn't have in the UK that you were just kind of like, or maybe you did and you were just like, oh my god, it's completely different here.
Well, sorry, I'm trying to decide in my head which ones I should pick.
Because I've heard that like Mexican food in the UK is like there's no comparison between here and there.
We don't talk about that.
I don't know.
So y'all don't talk about Mexican food in the UK?
Yeah, it's a disgrace.
I mean,
I love the UK, but
But we
this
need
is
to step it
the
up.
real thing right here.
I mean, shit, I was over in Vancouver just not too long ago, and I just tried some nachos, and I was like, why are these nachos so trash? And then I came to the conclusion. I was like, well, shit, Mexicans already got to go past one border.
I'm sick.
They're trying to get past another border.
I'm
Hey,
sick.
Fuck no, bro.
He makes
And
these
then
jokes
what do you-
because I'm Mexican, so don't be
Burske
alarmed.
got political.
And then you think about it. You really think they gonna hop on another boat to another country?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
too much shit to go through,
It's
man.
too much. It's too much at this point. As you can tell, Nico has zero filter. It's completely fine. Don't feel like you're like oh my God, are we?
Bro.
If
about to
anyone's
get
getting
canceled?
canceled here, it's not you,
Bro,
it's me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a Spanish last name, so I don't know if that's gonna.
Yeah,
You do.
no, for sure.
And
Actually.
you know what? It's funny you mentioned that because like, when I seen your name and I just saw your look, I turned to Jackie and I was like, he looks very like Mexipino. And you know, granted, Martinez it's still like a Filipino last name, but then your look, I was just like, is this guy Mexipino? But you're full Filipino?
Technically, yes, but it's so. I mean, it's kind of interesting that you said that because the reality is, people don't think I'm Filipino, and that's fine, right?
Okay.
Really?
But my own people are like, oh, so you're like half Korean or Vietnamese? I can't tell you
Really?
the amount of times where I'm in a
Wow.
Filipino event. Even recently with Queer Charlie, they're like, "Oh, hey, are you Filipino?" Nah, I identify as white.
I'm saying.
Oh my God.
Bro, no, I'm serious, bro. It's just like. It's like it kind of hits different coming from your own people. Like, bro, I'm one of you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's happened to me ever since we like started the podcast, and I think it's because since we started the podcast, a lot of people think that I'm Filipino and he's Mexican.
Bruh.
Yeah,
It's a beard, bro. It's a beard.
Yeah, it's the beard.
It's very uncommon.
Yeah,
to be fair.
exactly.
I honestly didn't know that because like
Really?
every time someone says every time Nico mentions that he is Filipino, I was like, oh, well, I didn't think you were because of your beard. I'm like,
Yeah.
is it really that uncommon for like?
I think so. Anyway, like I mean, my little brother has a full-on beard, and next to me, we look like cousins. So, like, I feel you.
And Chase got the peach fuzz going on. You know what I'm saying?
The what?
The peach fuzz.
What's that?
so.
So the peach fuzz. So the peach fuzz is kind of like when you just have like the little baby hairs.
The
Just kinda
stubble,
sticking
like
out.
yeah,
stubble.
we don't talk
stubbles.
about that. No, honestly, like because it grows out, and it's just like if I like 2-3 days, it's just it's embarrassing, bro. Just I have a baby face anyway.
Nico actually had like a traumatizing story about like growing facial hair.
Oh yeah, you want to get this? So this is. Now that I look back at it, this is actually like kind of illegal. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if in the UK,
Hey,
but
yo.
definitely in the US. But basically, long story short, I was growing like a mustache when I was in like 4th grade. Uncontrollably. It's not my decision to do that.
okay.
It just happens. And so next thing you know, my teacher, he's over here just like, hey, if you come back tomorrow with your mustache still, I'm going to give you a bucket of water, some shaving cream, and a razor to shave off your mustache.
He
I'm
went
like-
to a private school, so
Yeah.
that's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, crazy. And so next thing you know, I tell my parents, they're just like, oh no, he's just messing around. I'm like, all right, I know this guy's serious. I go back to school the next day and then he comes in, he's like, all right, class, hold on. Comes back with a bucket of water, some shaving cream, and a razor. He said, all right, y'all, I told Nico that I was going to have him shave if he didn't come, or, you know, if he didn't shave off the mustache. So I literally shaved my
front of-
mustache in front of the class. And I remember having like razor bumps, like it was bleeding a little bit. And I was over here like, dog, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Matter of fact, I remember this too. I was trying to take the shaving cream off of the razor, but I didn't know how to do it at the time. So then I grazed my thumb like this against the razor, and my shit was done, bro. It was done. It was
Bro,
bad.
that shit gave me goosebumps, bro. Like, just the thought of that, like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that.
Yeah,
right.
Oh wait, I'm bleeding.
I'm bleeding.
But you know, we look back at it and it's like, it's trauma,
That's
but it's
crazy.
whatever.
Trauma,
Yeah.
but we get through it.
Trauma, but
It's so
we get
funny,
through
like
it.
your Filipino parents decide, no, anak, it's fine. Like
Well,
you're not serious.
Bro, you know Filipino parents, man, they're just very like, if they're not the ones handling it, they're just like, oh, it'll be all right. It'll be okay.
Just sugarcoat that. It's fine.
Are your parents like that?
Yep, exactly the same.
Really? How did your parents take you like moving over here? Because
Oh.
that's like a big move.
You know what? it kind of goes back to, because I'm the second youngest, right? So that
Okay.
doesn't help either. Like,
The younger ones always get the
Yeah.
run of the work. So
yeah. So my parents, and then on top of that, I'm kind of the favorite, low-key.
ooh,
Oh my
So-
God, there we go.
I know.
We wanted that. We wanted to hear that.
My son's gonna watch this and gonna text me right
Oh,
after
yeah.
this.
no, I literally think my brother's the favorite, and he's older than me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
this is good, and it's a lot of pressure, bro. Like, I mean, for me anyway, it's just like being a certain way. So I'm like babied or whatever, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I want to go to America, and they're like, I'm not like, just stay here, like, till you get old, and then we'll look after you.
Aw.
And I'm like, Mama, like, I wanna be my own man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. He hit the flex too. So because like that's kind of a lot to deal with, right? Because
It
you know
is.
nowadays, especially for Filipinos, it's just hard to tell your family like, oh well, I want to pursue music, I want to pursue
Yeah.
entertainment, right?
Be your
bro.
own person.
Be your
dude.
own, bro. Yeah,
It's like it's
right?
almost not allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I can't even imagine like were you terrified? Were you scared to even tell your parents like, yo, I'm trying to move to LA really quick and see what I can do?
Do you know what it is? Like, this isn't the first time I've done something like this. Like, I'm 26, right?
Okay.
But when I was 17, I just turned 17 for like a month, and I came downstairs one day, and I was like, "Hey, mom and dad, because I was studying for health and social to become a paramedic, to be in a medic game, Filipinos.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Filipino.
saying?
Yeah, he knows what's up.
You know what I'm saying? They know what's up. And I came downstairs and I was like, hey, mom and dad, I want to be a singer. I'm going to go to London and see what I can do. They're like,
Wow.
okay.
That exact noise.
You should sample that, bro.
Hey, I'm with it.
Wow.
But yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I was 17 as well, so at second youngest at the time. So like, no one gave a fuck. That's
Yeah.
fine. So long story short, I kind of I wanted to move in with my uncle who lived in London at the time, and there was this opportunity where he needed to get picked up from the airport, him and his family, because he just came from the Philippines, right, for a holiday. And I was like, oh shit, there's my opportunity to leave. And then I packed myself the night before. We picked him up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay.
Oh my god.
And then yeah, so they were like, "Oh shit, this kid is."
serious.
Serious. Yeah.
But then this obviously more and more drama came up with that. You know, us Philos, you can kind of predict the kind of drama that went after that, right? So like,
Oh yeah, a couple chinelas just flying all
bro,
over
like
the
some
place.
wales, bro.
Yeah, getting hit with the walis. You know what the walis is, babe?
Yes, the broom.
Yes, the bro.
Yeah,
See,
no,
she knows.
she's one
She
of
knows.
us,
She
bro.
knows. Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Definitely Mexipino, bro. But yeah, no. So like a few years later, where I've established a few things in my career, I was like, you know what? Let me just go to LA, see how it feels. They still treated me like not exactly the same, but they still see me as that little boy.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Anak, like you built this, like you should stay here, like your family's
Yeah.
here. I'm like, Mom, I can do what I want.
Yeah.
Do you think that they think that this is still a phase? Like, do they think this is a phase in your life and you're just eventually going to get over it?
You know what? At first, there was a moment recently where I was kind of just like feeling the need to convince them and explain to them.
Yeah.
But then there was just a point where like, bro, I've actually achieved so much in my life and my career.
Yeah.
Like, I think I deserve like to kind of have my opinions respected and what my
Yeah.
goals are and like where I want to go. Cause like, it was different when I was 17. I had no history or like, I didn't prove anything.
Yeah.
But bro, I've done so much, like, just kind of like giving me that, not necessarily like permission, but more of a blessing. Because
Yeah.
like, I've done this before, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
Yeah.
you've proven yourself.
Exactly. I think that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and I think that I've had that like struggle too, especially like with like in Latino culture and Mexican culture. It's your parents are always wanting that little bit of control of you.
Yeah.
And even when I made the decision to like move out and move in with Nico, it was a very like traumatizing like experience where I was just kind of like, okay, like how do I even bring up the idea? How do I tell them like, hey, is it okay with you
Yo,
guys? Like,
that's
do
crazy.
I just tell them like, hey, I'm moving out? Like, it was a whole thing where it was like, I initially brought it up in like in October of last year. Then
so recently.
Yeah. And then December. No, actually, yeah, it was December. I was kind of like, hey, I am going to do this. Like, letting you guys know, but also wanting to know your feedback. But also, it was also like that blessing of like, I've done so much to prove myself that I'm okay, I'm stable, and I'm ready for this next step. Where it was just like, then they were like, okay, well, what's the next plan after that? What are you guys planning to do after that? I'm like, this is what it's happening right now. And then
crazy.
March, I officially moved out, and but that's how it's always been. I think with like Filipino parents and Mexican parents, there's that similarity of like,
we're very similar in culture.
Yeah.
That's one thing I said. That's probably like we're probably distant cousins or something.
No, 100%.
Shout out to Spain, our stepdad.
No, but I feel you on that, like where it's like you've proven yourself, you know, and you just kind of, you don't want their okay, you just want their like their support more than anything.
Exactly. And on top of that, you know, if they look at it in a different perspective, right? The fact that we're even like very careful and almost like calculated what we're going to say is because we care about them. We care about their opinion because we love them, you know. But also in a sense, we kind of needed that trust. You know, our wings are so big now, bro. Let me fly.
Yeah. No, I feel 100%. You. I mean, I feel like at some point, like whether it be in like a Mexican household or a Filipino household, right? Like at some point, you kind of just feel like you ever be at the mall and then you see a kid on a leash. Just a little bit.
Hey, yo, can we talk about that?
No, literally.
Yo, what is up with these blue? Like it's light blue, like it's so visible, right?
Yeah.
And then the kids are running around like.
No, literally, I think that's like so like it's a huge ick. If it's a parent ick, it's a parent ick. Yeah,
like just get a
kid,
babysitter, bro, or something.
Or
like,
just like, you know, hold their hand.
Right. Also, there's so many ways to make your child not look like a dog.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying they're dogs, but
and you know what's funny is that like the parent will always be like, come here. I'm like, oh my God, they're literally treating him like a dog.
Like bro,
that's insane, so dude. I hate that shit.
No, literally, and especially like
who invented that?
It's actually, and what's funny is that like it also has like, I'm sick.
Hey, someone had to say it.
It's giving unseasoned energy. I'm joking. I love it.
Put adobo seasoning on that chicken, motherfucker.
No, and what's funny is that like the backpacks on those leashes are animals. Like it's like there's like little like monkeys, there's dogs, there's like bears. I'm like,
you know what? This the imagery is giving me a white kid with blonde hair and a mom with like fucking with her hair tied up with like fucking
and the kid's name is
probably at an amusement park or something, just trying to like get them out
with a fucking trolley or something.
Yeah, like another stroller for the other kid on this side and then one over here on the leash. That's hilarious.
Don't get me canceled.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know how the hell we got here.
No, I don't know either.
I got it. Well, we were talking about how you know, Filipino and Mexican parents, sometimes they make you feel like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes they make you feel like you're a little bit on a leash. And then at some point,
that's how I was going to start it.
Some point, you just got to be like, hey, like, I can take this off. I can do my own thing. But
I thought you were going to say, like, I can pick my own leash.
Yeah. I got my own leash. I can hold my own leash.
Can walk myself. Oh my gosh.
No, but there's
this
like
clip is gonna be great.
There's a sense of like trust and like, you know, growth that I guess like you would have to do as a person in order for your Mexican or Filipino parents to like really you know, trust you. And especially with like the career paths that we choose, right? Like there's no guarantee like, hey, if you go to college and then you do this and then another 4 years like that you're gonna get this job by the time you're this age, and then by the time you're this age you end up getting a wife and kids, then by this age you end up getting a house. Like there's just so much like social norms that our parents have for us that when it comes to entertainment, it's like
it's non-existent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, non-existent.
Like singing, what's that? You know what I'm saying?
Have your parents ever seen you perform?
Yeah, definitely. When I was touring in the UK, they came to my London show, which I'm glad they went into that one because like that one sold out. So I was like,
Sick.
yes, my parents can physically see me succeed.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, no, they've seen me perform. They just haven't seen me perform in different countries. Like, but yeah, I'm actually the first person in my family to be in America.
Hell yeah,
Really?
bro. I love that for
Oh
you.
my gosh, that's so awesome. What the heck?
Thank you.
And so, like, do all your family members in the UK, like, expect you to send stuff back from here, too?
In the
Oh wow.
No,
the
I'm
Bollock
that
Bayan
predictable?
box?
in the Bollock Bayan box. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
because I'm figuring, too, like, there's also, like, probably, like, snacks here that there isn't in the UK.
Oh no, we were just talking about food earlier, right?
Yeah.
No, my sister is like so into like, you know what it is, the bags that you guys have of Hershey's, bro. It's just like it's like huge. Or is that the cereal? It might be the cereal. The Craves.
The Craves? Oh, I
Yeah.
think that's a cereal.
yeah.
cereal.
Yeah, it's a cereal. And then the everything is just bigger here, bro.
Right?
That's crazy. So
Yeah.
like my sister was like, bro, she was going ham, bro. That came out wrong, didn't it?
I wasn't thinking it. I'm pretty sure Nico was. But
You know what? The
Everything
moment,
here's so big, bro.
you know what?
As soon as I landed, I just saw big.
You know what it is, bro? I'm like, the moment I said it, like, it took a good minute until I heard you laughing, and I'm just like, oh my
Because I
God.
saw him and he started laughing, and I was just like, oh fuck, well I'm just gonna let it out now. Oh shit! I mean, it must be all the food, man. It must be an upgrade from tea and crumpets.
I'm sick. Jesus Christ.
Don't forget tea, bro.
Tea bruv. Yeah.
Tea bruv.
Tea bruv. I feel like, and like I've seen videos where a lot of UK people have seen American people make tea.
Wait, there's a proper way to make tea?
Bruh. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
The way we make
please.
it, he would be absolutely horrified at
my
us.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna explain the American way, and then I want you to get into the UK way.
okay, let me try and contain my reaction.
Okay, so first of all, you get the hot water, you put it in the cup, and then you get the tea bag, and then you just do a couple dips.
But we use the Keurig to heat up our water.
The what?
The Keurig, the coffee machine.
Oh, that's okay.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
you know.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought what you guys were gonna say was water, tea bag, microwave.
I have seen people do that.
That hurts
and I
my
think
heart.
I think that's a little weird
That's
in my
weird,
heart.
dude.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like it kills the herbs a little bit, right?
yeah, it does, and just the energy, bro. What the fuck do you think this is? I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh my god, dude.
not me being defensive.
Hey, no, it's all good, man. I mean, I've always wanted to try tea and crumpets over because y'all rave about it.
I'm sick.
No,
you know,
for real.
You know what? Personally, like, yeah, you're saying crumpets, right? That's calm. That's fine. But I'm not. I don't fuck with that shit, bro.
I'm just being stereotypical. I'm just being stereotypical.
I am not your typical Brit, that's for sure. All my homies are like, see, I call them homies now. All my people are like, yeah, Chase, you've been in America too long, bruv. Like,
I'm fucking
That's
dead.
crazy.
you strip the American off you, bro.
Mexipino family, it's about that time. We pause the podcast momentarily to tell you about our sponsors, Tap Tap Send, our favorite remittance app that allows you to send money over to the Philippines for literally zero fees. And when I say zero, I literally mean zero. They have the best rates out of any remittance app that you could find in the freaking world. And right now, if you use code Mexipino, you get $20 that you could send over to your friends and family over in the Philippines. So what I'm gonna need y'all to do is download that Tap Tap Send app today and send your money to the good people over in the Philippines, my friends. Now let's get back to the podcast with Chase Martinez. You know what I do like though is that like UK's like music scene has always just been like prevalent, right? Like especially over here in the US. I think like what back in the day, and when I mean back in the day, I mean like 2003 or 4. Like Lady Sovereign was like super popping over here, right? Do you know? No? You don't know Lady Sovereign. How the fuck? Yeah, I'm the oldest fucker in the room. That's all I know.
Me and Jackie are like,
Okay, there was Lady Sovereign.
That's a good one.
Cool, bro. Is MIA
MIA?
UK? Is she from the UK?
I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Central C, Dave, fucking what's his name? Skepta,
Stormzy.
Stormzy, all them, bro. Are we on the same page
Yes.
now?
Yes,
Okay,
we are.
okay.
Now we're on the same
They're
page.
on the same fucking
Okay.
page. How can it be homophobic? My bitch is gay. Okay?
First, you run out of lyrics.
You ran out of lyrics. I'm sick.
No, but the UK scene has just been like so fire, bro. Like, but
Yeah.
I want to know, like, who are like some of your inspirations out of music just growing up?
I can't lie. I'm a little bit more, I want to say Americanized.
Okay.
So growing up, it was, Michael Jackson, standard, right?
Yeah.
And then it was Beyonce. But then after that, this was a pinnacle point. It was like my sound. It was like Justin Bieber, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
At that time, Chris Brown. And yeah.
So that being said, you could dance.
Yes, sir.
See, I could tell. I could tell. As soon as he said the Biebs and Chris Brown, I'm like, this mother, and he's Filipino. I'm like, this motherfucker can dance.
That's crazy. You could just tell, bro. That's crazy.
No, literally, I was telling Nico the other day, and I hear
What did you say?
about singing, about you singing. I
Oh,
was just
okay,
like,
go ahead.
because then I was like, you know what's funny? I was like, I'm surprised you can't sing. I was telling him, and then he's like, why? I was like, because like some of your family members can sing, but like I don't think you could sing unless you like really wanted to. I'm like, can you sing? He was like, well, I was in choir. I was like, oh, okay, well, all right. I
She's
feel
like, that
it's
doesn't
just,
count.
Still
feel
not
like-
impressed.
Yeah.
I feel like just either Filipinos are really good at singing or really good at dancing, and like that's just the standard.
Hey,
for,
but
like-
Chase, I could assume Chase is a good dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You do look like a good. You give off a very dancer vibe.
Wow.
It's
That's
giving TikTok 1 million followers vibes. By the way, that was the first time I ever said it's giving. I'm just trying to,
It's one of us, bro.
He didn't get the Vine references, so now he's trying to get.
It's one of us. No. Numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Age is just a number, bro. Don't
Right.
worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
what got you into like wanting to be like a musician and a dancer?
I want to say it was music was more of an escape for me.
Okay.
Realistically speaking, because like that's pretty much all I knew. Now in school, out of all my siblings, I was pretty much like the goody two shoes. Like most of my siblings were like rebels, but the reason why I'm my mom and dad's favorite because I was the one who's always staying at home, playing piano, and talking to my mom and listening to her problems.
Oh my god!
and shout out mom. And yeah, I didn't really have any friends growing up, so I was just like, I'll just play piano. I'll just pick up the guitar. I'll just put on some music and do some dancing. To the point where it was just like, I was working at McDonald's at the time. I was
At
like,
Maca.
yeah, Mackey's. I was like 16, and then I was just like, bruh, like, I think it was just a point of a realization. I don't remember what I watched on YouTube or something. I must have watched something where it triggered my mind. Where I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck do I want to do?
He was on that UK Mary Jane. You feel me? That's what that was.
You can't.
But yeah, and I was just like kind of questioning my bro, I wasn't gonna question my existence. What the fuck?
He was definitely on. I'm convinced he was definitely on something. Now I need to know what the fuck they have in the McDonald's in the United Kingdom.
The United Kingdom.
Illegal weed. But yeah, I was just like, bro, like, what do I want to do? So I just, in this sense, I was kind of, it was like a realization where I was just like, yo, let me just connect the dots. And
Yeah.
it was pretty much like clear to me. And I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do it. But I'll figure it out and then
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So what was your next step after the McDonald's job? What did you do afterwards?
Leave. no, I'm sorry.
No shade. This guy.
No shade. No shade.
I fucking left, dummy. What do you think I did?
Duh. No shade. I love McDonald's. I was trying to say that with no shade.
I know. Yeah, no, that's good. It's good.
But yeah. So I was just like, I wanted to, yeah. Like going back to that story, where I was like, hey, let me go to London. I went to London with no direction, bro.
Wow.
So I just went in my uncle's house, living with my 8-year-old cousin at the time, and I was just like, yeah, you know what, I'll make it something happen for me. It wasn't happening for me. So all I was doing was singing every day, rehearsing every day, studying every day. When I say studying, I was like watching so many YouTube videos, interviews of the people that I looked up to. It was like an artist development, but it wasn't necessarily comfortable because, you know, on top of my parents kind of like, it's not a negative interview, but at that time it was more like, when my parents kind of like disowned me in a sense. It was really weird because like, you know, I told them, look, guys, like, I'll make it happen. Just watch me. And they're like, oh no, you disrespect us. And you know, you guys know the norm, right?
No, 100%.
And on top of that, my uncle wasn't very supportive either. So I was pretty much alone in my artist development, but I was focused on, I was connected to my future, no matter what that looked like in a different shape or form.
Yeah.
So at that time, it was also a test. Cause like I literally had no support system, like nothing on site. And keeping in mind, I was in London with no direction of how I want to even make this happen.
Yeah.
So it was like, going back to your question, that's when I realized like the more I was tested, the more I was wanting it more. And then that was like a realization for me where it was like, oh shit, I really want to do this shit.
Yeah. Because
like,
at that point too, like I think for a lot of people pursuing music, it's like, okay, well, I have no support. I have no, you know, I don't know where to start. It's like, why am I going to even continue?
Yeah.
But you did continue. And
I think you proved to yourself, and you know, Mr. Suave, your music's fucking amazing, bro.
Oh wow, thank you.
Like, I mean, I did a little bit more research, but we'll get to that. But like, you know, I think when you do what you do and you just stick to it, guns blazing, even if you have no direction, the fact is you went out there, you put yourself in a very uncomfortable position to just figure it out. And that's something that I can never downplay that, because, you know, me and Jackie have gone through those same struggles ourselves. Wow. And that's very brave, and I respect you so much for that, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I feel like Nico said, like, we've gone through that where it's like both in our families, we're the only people who have pursued entertainment, have pursued any type of music industry. Yeah. And so we had no guidelines. Yeah. It's one of those things where I didn't finish school. And Nico finished school, but I didn't. And I just knew like, okay, well, if I'm not going to have this diploma, I'm not going to have this degree of like, you know, a college degree, then I need to really hone in on myself and prove to like my parents and myself that I can do this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, it's literally like I think that's why, you know, we also gravitated and wanted to have you here too, because we know that off the bat we can tell when there's people that like-minded us. Like,
yeah,
I love that.
Especially when the first single under your own individual name just sounded the way it did, Mr. Suave. I turned to Jackie. I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way this is his first song, bro. There's no fucking way.
Yo, can I just add something to that, bro? The fact that I'm here, the Mexipino podcast is like the perfect, like, I can't tell you how like perfect this moment is, because like with that song, now I'm gonna talk about my song a little bit. Like with that song, Mr. Suave, it was more like kind of like breaking the system in a sense, because like it has that Latino, like Latin like vibes, as well as like the Western sound that I grew up in, but I also want to incorporate my culture and my language. And the fact that I'm in Mexipino podcast, bro.
You're like, it's
the fact that you guys exist like validates my work. Like in a sense, like, so I'm very happy to be here. I should have said that in the beginning.
It's all good. We said it now, 36 minutes in, and we're happy about it. Yeah.
Oh, bro, damn.
Yeah, we're happy about it. And you know, we were driving over to. I got an email, and then we were driving over to where we normally play pickleball. Okay. We listened to the song, and I said, "There's no fucking way this is his first song." Turns out you were in a boy band prior.
I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you dare.
If you dare, baby. That's kind of the offspring, or like what you call the
birth.
The birth.
The birth of your professional career?
I want to say that, yes, because when I moved to London, no direction, boom, I got casted into a boy band, and that was like my first professional experience in the industry, in the game. So like the fact that I'm here, you know, talking about it, I'm grateful because like now I know how to do it.
Yeah. I want to say that's a very good thing. You guys obviously are not together anymore, correct? So, I mean, a couple things happened. I think you guys were signed to Warner at the time. All right, cool. I'm playing everything in my head now. So, you sign to Warner, you have your boy band stuff. You guys are, I'm assuming you guys are obviously making music. You guys are doing a couple like cities here and there. And then you also learn ins and outs of the music industry at that point.
Yes, sir.
Maybe not everything, but just a little bit. So like,
I agree.
From your perspective, what were some of the biggest takes that you had from that If You Dare era of your life?
I want to say the the shows.
The shows.
Okay.
Definitely. When like the thing that kind of I want to say stood out about me is the fact that, you know, singing on stage, like, bro, like no one like put me on stage, I'll be there for hours. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, you know, when it comes to like meet and greets, like the fact that these people drove all the way here to come watch me and also pay to meet me physically and have a picture with me, like, and I'm like, why?
No.
I'm thinking about it in my head. I'm like, why did I think like that? So I'm just like, but it put me in a sense of like being grateful, right? So like, and also like appreciation. So I'm like, bro, these people fucking saved up, you know, like took time out of their schedule, drove all the way no matter where they were from, just to go to this venue, just to watch me perform, as well as like buy me gifts, and or they don't have to buy gifts, but like buy gifts or take pictures with me, like waiting outside. And I'm just like, okay, bro, like I cannot disrespect the people who's done that. So it's more like when I'm on shows and people are singing back to us, like the lyrics that we wrote, I'm like there's no money that can buy that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's absolutely no money that, like the creative process of the songwriting, it has it's its own high itself, but it's such a big difference when you see music bringing people together.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. You know, I have this convo with Jackie all the time. Like, I actually just got back from Seattle, right?
Oh yeah.
And between like the DJing and the podcast, I never know what someone like, you know, kind of knows me for or whatever. But regardless, this guy came up to me and then and this is at our rave. He was just like, bro, like the podcast that, you know, you and your girlfriend Jackie do, like it's absolutely amazing. And like, you know, I share it amongst my friends. Like we talk about like our topics here or your guys' topics here and there. And like, he was like, I'll forever be grateful because of the platform that you're putting on for us. And, you know, that's happened a couple times, but when it happened the first time, I was just like in the same mindset that you're in, to where like you have to be thankful for everybody that just enjoys what you do. Because at the end of the day, we just do this because we love to do this, right? And then all that other stuff, whether somebody comes up to you, wants to take a photo or whatnot, it's extra, but I'm just gonna end up repeating everything that you said. You know what I mean? Like it's just a beautiful process to see what you've created actually makes an impact on somebody.
Yeah, it's crazy because like at the end of it, just like what you said, like you started this because you loved it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that someone not only reciprocates that, but like letting you know that yo, like this part of the world, like I actually really love it. Like, bro, that actually means a lot to us creatives, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
1,000%.
I feel like once we started, and you know, it is Mexipino podcast, and we do talk about Mexican and Filipinos, but then there's like so many other cultures that like reach out to us and say like, hey, this is like very prevalent in our culture too. And I get it when we're talking about like parents and how they are, and it's just like, it's the same thing. We've had like listeners from like New Zealand, and we're just like, what? Like,
nuts,
we can't
bro.
even like
It's
fathom.
nuts.
I'm like, I don't even know where New Zealand is on a map. Like, I just like, it's insane to think that way. But like you said, like as a creator, as an artist, you just want now it's there's a deeper meaning to like more than loving it. Now it's like, okay, now I have a bigger purpose.
Exactly. It's like when it comes to those days where you don't even feel like it, like at that point, it's not even about you anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like there's people that like, you know, because it's crazy the impact of it, like all of this, and
Yeah.
you know, it's amazing. So
let me ask you this, bro. Like, why do you do what you do, Chase Martinez?
I do what I do because I love it. I don't think I can get any more complicated than that.
Yeah.
This is all I know, and I can't picture myself doing anything else. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done other things like modeling and acting, and I can always do that later down the line, but like since from the very beginning, like I feel like I was kind of, feels weird to say, but I was kind of like born to sing. Now people can call me talented, but I'm not talking about the talent, I'm talking about the passion, bro. Like when, you know, when people tell you to like shut the fuck up when you're singing at 3 or 2 a.m. like as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like it's that unnatural obsession that you can't really comprehend nor explain to people. It was kind of like embedded in you.
Yeah.
And people can call that talent, but it was more just passion. Like, and if anything, with, you know, with the skill, the more you do something, the more you get better at it. And I just happen to do it because I'm obsessed with it. But that's why it gets mistaken for talent. But like, I really think I was born to create music and dance my ass off and perform on stage and connect to people with my music. And yeah, the fact that I'm here talking about it with you guys, I'm pretty sure I'm in the right path.
I've asked that question so many times since 2016, bro.
Yeah.
I will get cool. I'll get all right answers, you know, and then some answers I'm just like, I don't believe you. That one I love.
Hey yo,
I love your
that
answer,
means
bro.
a lot, man, bro. Damn, I feel like we're in a roller coaster here. We're talking about like parents and like
dog leashes and with kids to like getting to deeper meaning.
And I was being real nice. You know what's crazy? You guys are matching my energy a little bit too much. Like,
man,
whoa,
you know
where you guys been?
No,
We've been in
through
fucking
it all.
California.
Yeah.
I've been in the UK apparently.
Right. So let's talk about Mr. Suave really quick, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
like, what enticed you to make Mr. Suave? What was the inspiration behind it?
I get really nervous when people ask me that question, because I mean, you guys heard the song, right?
Yeah.
It's very, but
That's also why I thought you were like Mexipino, by the way.
oh yeah,
because of the
How
song.
come? Oh
Yeah,
right,
because of the song.
I see. Fair enough, because like
You're
like Philos don't think I'm
then-
Philo anyway.
And then I was like, he's from the UK, and then I was like, well, the whole border conversation. I ain't regurgitating that.
Surrounded by the colonizers. Yeah, so the inspiration behind that is actually one of the first songs I've kind of like put together. And I wrote this probably about a few years ago when I was still in the band. And I wrote this based on kind of like finding myself in a sense. Because when you're in a boy band, especially with a dedicated team and a certain look, right? You're kind of expected to act a certain way, be a certain way, and that's fine. And their image of you kind of reflects on your image of yourself. So when I was writing this song, I was like, let me just get out of my own way and like, instead of seeing who I think I am, let me just explore what the fuck I actually am, right? Only for me to find out I'm fucking... Yeah, Mr. Suave, bro.
I love that energy.
Hey, at least you own it. Though.
Yeah, I love it, bro.
I'm serious. Like, I don't even mean that in a big-headed way. Let me tell you something. It was more like, all right, cool. Because like when the first verse came, I was like, oh, confident. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Right? And then like the Tagalog part, it was like, it was kind of like a statement of who I was and what I am, and you know, like women chasing me day and night, right? It was like, is that me for real? And keeping in mind, I kind of wrote this in a, I don't even know if I should say this. I wrote this when I was innocent.
Okay.
And let me
I
just
got it.
let me just tell you, this song became a manifestation.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My man.
I will be real with you, bro. Like I've gotten a lot like with this song, like even before like playing it. So now that it's out, I don't know what's waiting for me, bro.
Oh my gosh. Honestly though, that's the ultimate manifestation. Forget me fucking killing the queen. That's the ultimate manifestation.
We might be like having the same powers.
Yeah, we're manifesting shit into the
I don't
universe.
even know if I should, bro. I said it now. Oh well.
Honestly though, that's like real shit though.
It is real because like I was in a boy band. I was young. I was like, I have to be like a cute boy, like fucking innocent, like, and I'm like.
And I feel like with boy bands, and correct me if I'm wrong, because like I see like other boy bands and like they put, like you said, like this image of you, and it's like, okay, you're the innocent one, you're the bad boy, you're this.
No,
is that actually how?
That is so accurate. But you know what it is? I was also the sweet innocent one, which I am. I am in real life. However, you have to understand, like, I mean, people have to understand that I also, behind the look, behind the camera, I also had a life.
Yeah.
You know, like I was exploring like more of myself, as well as like my love life at the time. It would disintegrate. Is that
yes.
Disintegrate. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. What's next? And then that's when I started exploring. And then, but before any of that, Mr. Suave was already written. So I was like, damn, like, bro, like now, like it's Suave everywhere.
I don't think we want Suave anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need Suave on the walls. We don't need Suave in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what I'm saying right now, bro.
I love how you're like also trying to censor yourself, but it's like.
It's okay, bro. I will be the uncensored filter for you.
No, but
I will say what he wants to say.
All of our like listeners that have listened to podcasts literally don't give a fuck.
Okay, bet.
They've heard him say some wild ass shit.
I bet. All right, cool. So we're on the same page.
Yeah, everyone's on the same page right now.
Yeah. Anything that he ever wanted to say on this podcast, just know that I'm saying it. But he's still not saying it, so he's not in trouble. Oh my god.
But that's really dope. I mean, like, you had it already in the bank, and once you found your own career path, that was just like, okay, now I can release this out into the world. Yeah,
and as well as I was telling Queer Charlie this earlier, like I'm really glad it's out, so now I can like move on. Not necessarily move on, but more like, all right, cool, that's done. What's next? Like I was literally stayed up till 2 a.m. writing last night, and kind of like the similar wavelength.
So what is next then?
What's next?
Yeah.
So right now I am in the midst of finishing my second single.
Oh yeah.
I do want to say this song, Mr. Suave, has set the tone for my sound.
Okay.
As well as the shit that I want to say.
Yeah.
So leaving the band, I realized I had so many things to say, but I get to express it my way and in my art. And, if you guys like Mr. Suave, then damn, like, you're going to like what's next.
Okay.
I love that.
I'm excited for it, man, honestly. I think, I mean, like I said, when we heard Mr. Suave, I already knew you had already done music for like years. I didn't know how old you were or anything, and that was the first single. So I could personally say, and I know speaking for Jackie too, like we're very excited to see what more music from you sounds like, man.
Thank you. Like Mexipino, wow. Like I feel like it's like a home. Low key.
I mean,
we're friends
it is.
now. We're friends.
It actually is.
We shower there, we shit there, all of that. Oh my goodness.
That's so funny.
Oh, wait.
Oh, what's that?
Okay, wait. We have the debut single, Mr. Suave, out
that's
now.
me.
Ooh, and a performance.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
16. Yeah, let's talk about the performance, bro.
That's actually what's next. I kind of forgot about that.
You're like, that.
My schedule's all over the place, but that's okay.
That's why you got a manager, bro.
Facts. That's what Queer is for. But so I'll be performing in Anaheim, where I think it's at the Grand Theater, where I'm opening up for David Pomeranz and Vina Morales. Now, when I told my parents about this, because like they know who these people are, bro, they were they were going ham,
We're
bro.
geeked, huh?
They're like, anak, what? Like, that's crazy.
Anak, I support you 1,000% now, huh?
Bro, it's the switch.
I know, bro. They just want to see you with someone that they know.
No, anak, I've always believed in you. Like,
Oh, really?
bro, okay.
No, that's so
Anak,
funny.
I knew you would leave McDonald's eventually and become a very popular singer. Why don't I put you on my Facebook now?
I'm
Bro,
sick.
the Facebook, bro. Oh my gosh, mom, I love you. This is not a diss. I love you so much. But bro, every little thing that I was getting, I was like, anak, help me put on Facebook. Like,
Oh my gosh, that's
You know,
hilarious.
you know what I wouldn't, what I'd probably say happened when they saw you perform for the first time. They probably had their phone out, Facebook Live,
Oh, 100%. 100%.
just ready to go.
Literally. No.
My anak is performing now. Next thing you know, she on FaceTime with somebody, fucking just like,
I'm sick. That's
oh my god, the
hilarious.
ultimate support from a Filipino family.
No,
man.
for sure,
If
it's
you ain't on their Facebook, you ain't got their support.
Nope.
Know what I'm saying? Chase Martinez, everybody. Where can everybody find you, my friend?
so my socials right now is at Chase Martinez Music. If you want to stay up to date with your boy with some content as well as new music or just my vibes in general, make sure to hit me up on Instagram, DMs at Chase Martinez Music. And if you're cute, come say hi.
I love this energy. I love this. But if I said it, I'm dead.
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
Literally.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Okay, so at Chase Martinez Music. His DMs are open, ladies.
Wide open. Wide open.
I'm just putting it out there because, you know, me being in the UK and stuff, like, it's kind of lonely, you know,
Oh,
being
so
away
you-
from home, being away from everything, you know. So if anyone is willing to comfort me in any way,
Oh yeah.
Let me know.
Mr. Suave, debut single out now.
sorry,
That's
he just,
Mr. Suave.
he
at
just
work
comes
right
out. I'm
now.
sorry.
I'm sick.
I knew it.
I knew it.
I fucking knew it.
Bro, Kuya has to deal with this shit every day.
He's like,
Oh.
Jesus Christ. We're
Hey,
gonna
we're-
need a media trainer.
We're officially
I'm sorry,
best
no.
friends. We're best friends now, bro. We're fucking best friends. I love this. Mr. Suave, Nico Blitz,
Jackie Ramirez.
Chase Martinez.
Mexipino podcast. We out.
We out, baby.